Hello, Frugal Force. Once again, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty, and doing this short video is a promotional thing. I have no personal stake or interest in this, but this was sent to me, this information, by Rag Zombie, one of my supporters, and he thought I might be interested in checking it out. And so I checked it out, and you know what? I think it's worthy of a good mention. As you can see here, Sugar Glider comic launch. Funding for issue #1, including artist, cost, printing, and copyright stuff. And this is on Kickstarter, and they have a $10,000 goal, and it's all or nothing, and they're at $2,234 right now with 23 days to go. Now, what's interesting about this is a father-daughter project. Okay, and so let's look a little bit. It says, my 12-year-old daughter has taken after her father and has a love for comic books and animation. She has been my Comic-Con buddy. Now, maybe this hits me because I'm being a father as well. You know, he's taken her to the Comic-Cons over past several years, twice a year. And the kicker is that he's the artist and she is the writer of the story. But here's some more into it. It says, recently I've been put into contact with some people in the comic book industry. I've been working with them to show them how easily they can market and get their comics into the spotlight if done properly and on a timeline. My daughter and I started thinking about doing a comic book of our own and began to brainstorm ideas, powers, concept ideas, looks for the hero as well as sidekicks, other important characters, of course, antagonists or villains. Now here's where it gets interesting. Our hero is an adrenaline junkie, high school track and field star who gains some amazing abilities, including the ability to run super fast. Later on, she realizes with a special suit, she can launch herself into the air, and with her speed behind her, she can glide to great distances. Her villains and antagonists in the comic book are personifications of challenges that our youth face today. This is where I really like this. Peer pressure, self-image, bullying, etc. The hero will not only try not to fight them, but due to her caring heart, she will try to work with the antagonist to help reform them. So rather, it sounds like just getting in a fist fight right off the bat. You know, there's going to be an attempt to communicate and resolve issues, which you don't always get that in books, so that's a nice angle. This won't be just your normal everyday comic book. This will be a comic angle that we can help kids in school who are struggling with these issues. We could tour schools, talk about the comic, and help teens all over the country. And here, that's the part I like right there. Because there's a lot of, you know, really some rough times for these kids there in this period. And maybe, you know, some role models. Because right now, they're surely not getting it out of books like from Marvel right now and things like that. Where, I mean, really, how are those role models? Let's just leave it there at that. Okay, so he says, with my marketing background, I've been pitching this comic to celebrities in attempts to have these celebrities as guests in the comic. For those of you that can remember the old school Scooby-Doo cartoons, which I do, they have the guest appearances and names such as Don Knotts, and it mentions some other ones. I recently obtained a verbal consent from a popular band that have been recently nominated for the iHeartRadio Music Award, 2 Teen Choice Awards, 2 Billboard Music Awards, and American Music Awards. So my hope there is, you know, maybe that's a nice tie-in. They can do something to help promote that and promote the cause. With new consent, there is a renewed challenge to publish this book as soon as possible and get it into the hands to sell through their channels, as well as get our book into the public hands as well. The purpose of this money is to be able to get this book out of the brains of my 12-year-old daughter, who is the writer, and into the hands of the public. And you know, what better thing to do? Let's see what a 12-year-old can do with their father. A father and daughter team. The daughter's writing and the father's drawing. This is awesome. And they tell you a little bit more about what the money's going to be used for, as well as any risks and challenges that are going to be there. And as you see, there's a make a pledge without a reward for $10. You know, thank you, enjoy this. It includes a digital version of the comic book here for $10 or more. Estimated delivery January of 2018. It has 3 backers. It has $20 or more for the basic award, where you get a first run print issue of the comic, as well as the digital, and the basic plus, which you get even more. And then there's a $50 one, you know, and continuing to go up. And I'm going to go through every one of these. But my point is, I think this might have a good message. I'm interested to see a little bit more about this. I think I'm going to try to contact the person and get a little bit more information about it, but it seems like it's for a good cause. And I just, you know, I recommend maybe just give it a moment of time just to check it out. And that's all I wanted to share, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe, and let's help continue to support this wonderful community we have. And until next time, keep it frugal.